What is one of the worst customer service experiences you've ever had for something you've bought or received?
Do you know what? I can't really think of anything specific, but I know one thing that really does frustrate me is when you've got a really simple question, try and do an online chat, and it's just a robot, and you don't speak to an actual person. And they try and answer as best as they can, but it's just, you just don't get anywhere with it. You end up just giving up.
But we've had it in the office more and more recently where someone's message saying, am I speaking to a real person?
Yeah.
And I don't feel like this ever happened.
No.
Even as far, I'd say 12 months ago, 18 months ago, was that a
Yeah.
normal question? Am I talking to a real person? And we have to confirm,
Yeah.
yes, you are.
It's so funny as well. Sometimes we're doing an online chat and I'll be like, oh, I'll give you a call. It'll be easier to speak on the phone. I'll ring them. I'm like, hi, it's Shannon. We were just speaking. They're like, oh my God, you're actually real. I was like, yes. I think as well, when you're selling like heaters, people buy full heating systems off our website. You're not going to spend that much money on a full heating system on a company that doesn't even have a phone number.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense to me.
I feel like since we've added the calculator to the website and the panel builder, there's a portion of phone calls we probably get less now, which is not a negative. It's a good sign that people feel they can go along their buying journey through these web developments. But I still think having the number there easily accessible is so important.
I think as well that's just as important as having the live chat feature, because I know I don't particularly like calling people. I think people these days try and avoid ringing companies where possible because of the roadblocks that you normally met with. So it's like online chat, send an email, and yeah, the fact that we've got an actual real person, it's the same person that answers the phone as the person doing the live chat. Because yeah, the reluctancy to pick up the phone is a real thing with people.
We look at the generational effect. If we wanted a takeaway, we used to have to call up and call for the takeaway.
Yeah.
If we wanted to see our friends, we had to knock on the house and friends come outside. All these things now have been
Doctor's
replaced.
appointments as well.
Yeah.
All online now, yeah.
So yeah, doctors through the app, takeaway through an app, taxi through an app, through Uber. And then, friends, texting them outside rather than knocking, which...
That is a crazy concept, isn't it?
It is. It is. We're losing touch with that, which is such a shame. But customer service is so crucial because it's all well and good buying the thing that you want and you get the high of buying it, but it's what happens afterwards, which I think is so important. I think one thing that springs to mind is if someone includes a note about the order. For example, I'm not in on Wednesdays. I know you offer next day delivery. I've ordered it on Tuesday. Don't send it to me tomorrow. It arrives anyway. You don't feel like you've been listened to.
Yeah. I think one thing that we do particularly well is the follow-up email once the order's been sent out. The email has so much information in it. It's also quite well written as well. Props to Emma.
Shout out to Emma.
It's got the full process in there on what's happening with the order. It's been packed, it's been sent off, what to expect next, tracking numbers, details from FedEx. Really decent email that we send out following that, because there's nothing worse than ordering something online, you get no communication, don't know when it's being delivered, don't have time slots, don't have a tracking number. So I think one key thing is communication in general.
What does a day in the life look like for you, Shannon?
I literally don't even know where to start.
I think we'll edit there, Ethan.
Honestly, it varies so much day to day. So to give you an example of this week, I had a health and safety visit this morning, making sure we're compliant and healthy and safe. Yeah, I had a great time. Did some content filming yesterday. Some website stuff, dealing with the website developers to make sure the checkout's all working smoothly, doing what it needs to do, working on enrolment for newbie that's starting next month.
Yep, more info coming soon.
Yes. Bear in mind it's only Wednesday morning as well, so we are only halfway through the week.
Yep. We work it backwards, don't we? We want to get all the orders out, and then it's like, what else can we fit around that?
Yeah, absolutely. Lots of meetings on Mondays. Have pod meeting. Make sure we're all on top of our custom prints, getting those sorted out. Have our usual Monday morning meetings. Just going through any bits that we've got planned for the week, what content we've got going on, what customers we've got going on. And then later in the week, payroll. Also got VAT returns mixed in there somewhere. Obviously dealing with customers as well. So yeah, a little bit of everything.
And I think that comes through to Trustpilot as well.
Yeah,
You're obsessed.
Love it.
With tracking our Trustpilot. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, absolutely love Trustpilot. Probably a little bit too obsessed with it, to be honest. But yeah, super, super proud of our Trustpilot score. I think we're on, from checking this morning, 1,413 to be precise. Yeah, we've worked so hard at that Trustpilot score. I think I remember you saying before that was one of the first sort of big purchases we made was getting a Trustpilot account, get it plastered all over the website because, yeah, there's nothing like coming in the morning and reading a 5-star review from a customer who has had a really good experience with us.
Yeah, we keep a tally of the number of 1-star reviews because 5 stars are great, but if you're buying something like me, I'm filtering by the worst rating and then I'm seeing how does that company respond to those reviews, what are they doing about it. Every company gets them, but it's about the quantity and how they're being dealt with. So we keep a running tally, and I think last year maybe got 3 or 4, which when we collect, whether it's 200, 300, 5 stars a year, we're really happy with those ratios. Can't please everyone.
No.
Can't please everyone.
I think one thing that we probably do differently to a lot of other companies as well is how we deal with it when we get 1-star reviews. Because I think a lot of companies will just see it and think, what a shame, move on with the day. But for us, knowing that a customer is unhappy enough to leave a 1-star review, straight on the phone. So sorry you've had a bad experience. What can I do to help? Because the last thing we want is for our customers to feel like they want to leave us a 1-star review.
Yeah, you actually giving them a call one-to-one. That doesn't happen nowadays, and something we're really proud of. And at the size of business that we are flexible enough to do that, and we will always maintain that. We've always said that.
It's interesting. Some of there's one recent 1-star review that I remember, and I gave her a call pretty much straight after she left it. I was like, really sorry to hear you've had a bad experience. What can I do to help? And it turns out she ordered the wrong type of heater. I think she was trying to heat a conservatory. It's like, it's not really doing anything. And I think it's similar size to that one, which normally is for smaller rooms. And I think it had been a couple of weeks since she had it delivered, so she just assumed that she wouldn't be able to return it. I was like, no, we've got a 60-day return period. So, yeah, I was like, I can advise you on what the right heat would be for that space. Sorted a return out for her, and then she changed it to a 5-star review, literally within a couple of hours of leaving the initial review, saying, got a call, my fault for not checking that it was the right heater, but the company did a really good job at, sorting it out. So
You could let it slide.
Yeah.
But no, because the next potential buyer that's browsing and they see that as the last experience, they go, I'm not going to risk it.
Yeah.
Why should I take the risk? I think it's about over 70% of people do check online reviews when it comes to it. And that percentage is probably actually even higher because you probably take out of that equation the likes of Amazon and things like that. You trust Amazon, right? You buy something, it's going to be delivered next day, generally on Prime. So I think it's a vast majority of people check reviews. It's still so important. And we've seen as well people use Trustpilot as a means of getting our attention. There's been no attempt to get in contact with us. It's just easy to get the company's attention. I think that's a sad reflection on customer service in general, that you feel you have to poke the bear via a 1-star review in order to get attention.
Yeah.
And we're like, just give us a call. But I empathise with people if they've had a bad experience from. It's not exclusive to infrared by any means. It could be anything that you could purchase. If you had a bad experience having to buy again, and you've been burnt once, then maybe leaving a review is the only way you could to have gotten a reaction.
Yeah. I think as well, with a lot of returns these days, you're jumping through hoops. It's such a process, and people just assume that if I get in touch, I'm going to have to do this and do that and fill out the paperwork. And I don't think they quite realise that our returns process is so easy. It's so easy. I think because as well, infrared is quite a new technology, and some people don't get it right first time, and that's absolutely fine. Which is why we do a 60-day return period. But I think, yeah, other companies, they just make it so difficult. So people just assume, oh, I'm not going to be able to return it. I won't get my money back. I'll leave a 1-star review.
We started at 14 days, then went to 30 days, then to 60 days. So 14 days started back when we were in 2014, 2015 time. We then went to 30 days, must have been pre-2020.
Yeah.
I think so, around that time. Pre-COVID, right?
Yeah.
And then was it last year we went to the 60 days?
I think it was start of this year, wasn't it?
Start of this year,
yeah.
we went to the 60 days. And it's been only for the best, because actually, in the line of projects that people deal with, they want to get the panel organised, early doors, so it's there ready. But we know how long building or renovations can take, and often it's a lot longer than 60 days.
14 days just doesn't do it with this sort of product.
Well, I think you're in agreement that the holding bay came about naturally,
yes,
as a consequence of people's situations.
Yeah, 100%. It felt like a natural thing to do, because, I mean, you've just had your extension built, so you know what it's like. You've got building works all over the place, you've got people all over the place, materials, it's messy, things get damaged, things get lost. And also timing of deliveries is super important as well, because you want things arriving when you need it. And with sale prices as well, people want to try and get the sale prices when we've got them active. Don't need it delivered yet because they've still got building works going on. So it's like, okay, we'll hold it for you, it's not a problem. And then it kind of snowballed into an actual process. Yeah, at the start it was just, I'll put it in the warehouse with your name on it, leave it there, let us know when you need it. And now it is a full-on process that we do.
Yeah, we don't have the holding bay formalised on the website as a facility yet. We'd love to work on that. And of course, nothing stopping people putting a note to say, hey, I don't need it till X. But outside of that, speaking to any one of us, we've actually now got a system where it gets put aside. When you've renovated a room, the last thing to go on, once you've painted, would then be the panel. You want to factor for your electrics first, because you want the cable coming out the wall where you want it, or the power point put near to where you want it. But you don't want the heaters anywhere near the building site. Not that they take up loads of room, but what if it gets knocked, or if it gets bumped? So I think having something like the holding bay is great for peace of mind. If you've had a bad customer service experience, comment below what that is, because we'd love to hear. Is it the fact that it's AI chats, that you don't talk to an actual real person? Or is it when you call up, you kind of spam the menu options to try and get through to an operative when they ask you about your query?
Your date of birth, your mother's maiden name, all the security and stuff to get through.
Star sign, favourite colour, What's one thing you wish everyone knew before they bought their first infrared heater?
Don't be put off by it being a new technology, because it's not technically new. I think it's probably new to a lot of people in the UK. Other countries, it's really, really popular. I think the UK is just slow at catching on to new technology. So although it might seem like, why has no one else got it? Why is no one else using it? Why is it not the big thing? Don't let that put you off, because it's just the UK. Places like Germany, you walk down the street, they're everywhere. It is one of the most common forms of heating in other countries.
Yeah, countries like Scandinavian countries, other European countries, they are so much more ahead when it comes to new technology. And a lot of the technologies, like the combi boiler, we were slow to take onto that here in the UK. And then that's become a mainstay. Infrared's definitely one of those. I think commercially, we know that infrared's been around for over 40 years, gas-fired infrared. And I think if you said infrared now to a lot of people, more and more are aware of the far infrared heaters. So it is heading in the right direction. I think particularly the last 3 years has been a bigger shift.
Yeah, definitely.
But, you know, I mean, Shannon, you've worked with us for over a decade. You rewind back then.
Yeah.
You know, it's virtually unheard of. To see the evolution of the awareness of infrared has been fascinating. Long may it continue and go in that upward trajectory.
I think as well, if it didn't work, I don't think the company would have been going 12 years if it was just some fad or...
Flash in the pan.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, and going back to the same question, what's one thing you wish people knew before buying from us?
I think how good our team is.
Yes.
Little shout out to everyone in the office.
Yes.
And Warehouse Mike.
Ethan's air punching behind the camera right now. That's what we want to see.
Yeah, I think we've got a great team. They're so knowledgeable, so dedicated to what they do. And the thing we care about the most is our customers. Making sure they get the right recommendations, making sure heaters arrive in good condition. And yeah, everyone just cares so much.
Yeah, I mean, seeing you go through the roles of first joining as an apprenticeship many, many years ago to where you are now, it's been amazing. And being so customer facing, it's true, our customers powers what we do. We wouldn't be anywhere at all if it wasn't for you guys. So we're eternally grateful. And I think as well, if you're not sure, it's about just asking. You know, we see it sometimes. Are you able to get it out today? I really, really need it tomorrow. And then there's this FedEx rush to try and make sure we beat the FedEx man for getting the orders out on a day. We love that.
Yeah.
Or whether it's some unusual request that we've not had before, we'll, you know, do our best. What's one thing you feel sometimes people are quite nervous about before buying their first infrared heater?
I think probably just being a bit nervous that it might not work out for them. I think it can be an investment. It can be a risk because it's not a super, super common form of heating. So, yeah, I think that just general, what if I get it and it doesn't quite meet expectations? Which 9 times out of 10 it does. So,
I think it could be the size of the heater as well.
Yeah.
Because when you go onto the website and you see an ascending order, the sizes of the panels, it starts at the 160, 170 watt sizes, which would be good for a WC, a cloakroom, and then they get bigger and bigger, and we go through this size to even bigger. If it's your first time trying something, I think there's a temptation to go for the smallest size, cut your teeth on that, see how it goes. If I like it, I'll do more. You can't really do that with infrared.
no. That is a really common mistake that people make.
Yeah.
Is try out the smallest one, see if it works. They've got it in their big living room.
Oh, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't blame them for doing that because you don't want to overinvest, but you don't want to also not give it a fair run out. Generally, you know, use our calculator, speak to one of us. Most rooms have a set size that we would recommend.
That's the thing, it's just expectations. If people come to us with a budget and we say, look, we can help, we can make a difference, but it's probably not going to be Emma level of heat.
Yes. And public service announcement, we have no interest in selling you a heater that is not the right size because we have to pick it, pack it, make sure it gets to you safely. We don't want to see that heater coming back. If you're unsure, we'll always be honest with you, say, no, that's not what we'd recommend, or yes, that'd be fine.
If you come to us with a budget and we actually just cannot, it wouldn't work, we have no issues with saying you're not going to be able to heat. That's basically within that budget.
So that wraps up hot take number 2, our weekly episode that we are trying to get out there to do a deeper dive on all things infrared, what's going on in and around Warm4Less, what new products we've come out. And yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure having Shannon on and chatting away. Tune in next week where I'll be chatting with Charlie. And thanks for watching. And again, comment below those bad customer experiences you've experienced yourself. We would love to hear about them. Thank you.